Okay, so let's wait until the stream launches and everything. Let's check the audio. Yep, audio is fine. Let's post it on Discord. Is it done it again? I think it's done it again. Where the quality of the image, for whatever reason, is like took a hit. Let me try it again. Manage stream. Change and that's why. Give me 1 second. I need to fix the thumbnail. Because it's too big. So change. There we go. Okay. Now that should fix things. Hello, Abdullah. Let me just check what the stream... Has it been updated yet? Edit video. Yeah, should be updating fully soon. Let me sorry for the long introduction. I just want to have everything sorted perfectly. Why isn't it opening? So let's see what the thumbnail looks like now. Okay, yeah, it's perfect. It works. So let's go to send that again. And yeah, season 2, I haven't watched it personally, but I've heard of the ways that it was portrayed. And yeah, and especially the ending, what happened at the ending. So yeah, definitely one of the huge reasons as to why I'm doing this project to begin with. So let me tweet it as well. Streaming now, some promise Neverland. Feel free to come in and ask anything about the project. There we go. Let's switch from this camera to over here. Pog. Let's get rid of everything. I think I'm only going to be streaming for like an hour because I want to do some more work off stream working on Berserk. So I'm only going to be streaming for an hour on this. So I don't know if I'm going to stream again tomorrow. We'll see depending on how everything goes, right? Let's open up 2520. Get rid of this. Right, so today I worked from 6 AM to 10 AM. No, today I worked from 8 AM to 12 p.m. and then now from 17:15 until hopefully 8 p.m. So today I'm going to be doing only 6 hours and 45 minutes. I've pretty much made a timesheet so I can always monitor how many hours I'm doing a week. I don't know if I don't know if I'll post them on Twitter or something to show the amount of hours I'm doing in a week, but I might. Now the computer post tournament is working pretty much full of slaughter and the other show. I'm pretty much full of slaughter and the other show. It's fun for me, and that's why I started it. People just take it too seriously, which at that point I don't really care, because I know a lot of people keep complaining about, oh, I'm not going to look at the tournament again. I don't really care. I'll keep doing it, because at the end of the day, you feel free to do whatever, and I'll keep doing what I find entertaining. I can't wait until the full tournament starts. The brackets are going to be fun. I'll show the brackets now. I showed them on stream yesterday. Let me alright, let me sort this out a little bit. So around here, yeah, that should work better. So what was I? Yeah, this is pretty much confirmed, and yeah, the brackets is what I'm excited for. This is my personal votes. A lot of them are votes to get the tournament going, because like I had to vote for something. I don't know if it's in the winners brackets or the losers bracket. There was a few times where it's one manga that I never read against another manga that I've never read. I wanted to get to the final, so I just gave some random votes just to get the brackets going. This is who personally I'd put as the winner based on the votes that I've given, the ones that I enjoyed the most from each bracket, and I can't wait until what the audience, what the community decides, because this is going to be interesting. Thankfully, the huge series are competing right at the beginning, so one of them is going to go down very quickly. Either One Piece is One Piece is probably going to win this one anyway, but like Attack on Titan or Berserk is going to go down straight away, and then Berserk or One Piece is going to go down straight away. Like the big series are fighting right off the bat, which is, yeah, we'll see how that goes. Have you been reading? Yeah, I've been reading. Popularity's been increasing, sales have been increasing, especially with the anime coming out soon. With the trailer reaching millions of views, popularity is still there. The only problem is, like the huge problem of it is, let's go. What was I going to say? Mangadex is down, which is where it is right now. Like, Mangadex was where people were reading it mostly on. And since Mangadex is down, people haven't been going there to read, so that has caused some issues with people talking about it online. But its popularity is still there. Thankfully. I'd say the ones... Wait, give me a second. Right. For the for the semi-finals, I'd say the one that would make it to the semi-finals in the winners bracket is probably One Piece. And the quarterfinals match will probably be One Piece versus Hunter x Hunter. But One Piece is probably the one that will make it in the semi-finals in this specific bracket, out of these 8 series. And out of these other 8 series, Dragon Ball will probably be the one that reaches the semifinals. And out of these 8 series, it's either going to be Fullmetal Alchemist or Slime is going to be the one that reaches the semifinals. And out of these 8 series, it will probably be Naruto that makes it to the semifinals. So that would be interesting. I doubt Bleach would make it past the first group. I mean, I'd be pleasantly surprised, but I don't know. This is going to be interesting. Bleach versus Shumatsu no Valkyrie. Bleach could... I mean, if Bleach wins this against Shumatsu no Valkyrie and progresses forward, it'll progress until the end. I think Bleach... I think the only thing that could give Bleach a run for its money is Dragon Ball. So it might lose against Dragon Ball. But if it makes it through and clutches through Bleach versus One Piece, that would be a hilarious semi-final match. Depends on how people vote on that day and how YouTube recommends the polls to which specific audience it recommends it to. Honestly, I personally think Bleach is going to win. I personally put Shumatsu over Bleach, but I think Bleach has a huge chance of winning. And the best thing about it is the manga this channel is known for. I mean, the big 3 is everyone's nostalgia. Like, everyone grew up with Bleach, One Piece, so on and so forth. So it's actually going to be interesting to see. Because, yeah, all these first round in this right side, they all received 9 points in their grouping. So they all dominated in their groups, which is a good thing, to be honest. Like, already, they've deserved their matchup. They've done amazingly well with getting points and everything. And reached it, except for these 3 series here. These are my predictions on which one will get 9. Depending, it might change depending on votes. Who knows? But this is my predictions on the other 3 series that will get a 9 in their brackets. I grew up with Detective Conan. Didn't put Detective Conan in here, in this specific series, in this tournament. I don't know when I'd... because I want to do more tournaments, but I don't know what kind of tournament I'll do next. I want to do a character one. I want to do... I want to do manga only series that don't have an anime at all, and just match them up against that. I think that's what I'll do for the next tournament. Just manga series that have no adaptation at all, and whatever they reach in the, if they reach the quarterfinals, semifinals, or finals, or if they win, they get like specific different chapters animated. If they reach second round, they'd get a chapter. If they get a quarterfinals, they get a fight. If they get semifinals, they get an arc, like so on and so forth. Something around that line. It'll probably not be like that. It'll probably be like semifinals, they get a chapter edited from, obviously, me, at the highest quality possible. So like motioned, like Berserk and all these other projects. Finals, if they reach the finals, they get the arc, a fight edited, sorry, not an arc, a fight edited. And if they win and they become the champion of the manga tournament, they'll get a full arc motioned, which is basically like a season from me. So like that'll be huge for... I'm just going to look for huge manga that just don't have an adaptation at all. And we'll see how that goes. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be old classics and probably a lot of series that people have never heard of before. And just have them go at it. I don't know how many series I'd pick up. Maybe it'll probably be less than the amount of series that are in this tournament. I'll have to think. It'll probably be less groups. Obviously, there won't be a losers bracket for that tournament. It'll probably be the same amount of groups, to be honest. So I'll have to look for 64 series that don't have an adaptation at all. But yeah, let me read the comments. I felt bad for the less popular but good mangas. Only problem that went up against Shumatsu Valkyrie. I mean, thankfully, which group was Shumatsu Valkyrie in? Shumatsu Valkyrie was with Naruto, so Naruto made it out, and Elfenlied and Assassination Classroom. Yeah. If Shumatsu Valkyrie wasn't in that, Assassination Classroom probably would have won and progressed forward. Or Elfenlight. I think Assassination Classroom would have won. Yeah, Assassination Classroom is the one that got 3 points. So yeah. But at least they have a second shot. And that's why I have the losers bracket as well. So they could still win something. The ones that didn't perform well because of whatever happened in there, they get a second chance fighting against other series. Everything here was slaughtered. In this left side, everything was slaughtered. Spy Family, Bakuman, Haikyuu, Promised Neverland, Shokugeki no Soma, Seraph of the End, Kingdom, D. Greyman, Holy Land, Beelzebub, Diamond No Ace, Elfenlied, Blame, Slam Dunk, Fairy Tail, and Siren. They were completely obliterated in their groups, and they got 0 points at all. I'll feel sorry for any series that loses in the first round in this specific section of the losers bracket. Imagine if we added Pokemon into this. I feel like it would be a contender for the winner. Does Pokemon have a manga? Isn't it a anime only original? Don't do a power level tournament, that's for sure. Oh yeah, definitely. That would be worse discussions than the one coming on right now. Right now, the discussions are elitists, people trashing on other people's opinions and downplaying opinions and making huge amount of excuses and being toxic whilst doing that. If it goes into power level, it'll get 10 times worse than that. I'm never touching that. I didn't even know Pokemon had a manga. Yeah, it's probably why I wasn't included here. Yeah, if we get a Bleach versus... Wait. My stream just went off, I think. For a second. Like, it disconnected for a second, I think. I just had that on Streamlabs. But yeah, I'll go back to editing. But yeah, this tournament has been really fun. And thankfully, yeah, Bleach and Naruto won't meet up. Because if it were to meet up, it would have been a complete toxicity and it would have been hell in the comments. Like, I think the most commented on community post with this tournament was, yeah, OBS problems, I guess. Let's see the most, I think there's a better way to find it in here. Posts. Comments. The one with the most comments, with the one with, why is the thumbnails like that? Let's refresh it a little bit. Yeah. The one, let's go. Let's try to find it. These are just normal polls. Nothing so far. I think it'll start here, around this part. There we go. Naruto versus Shumatsu no Valkyrie. 130 comments. That's so far as the one. That's so far as the one that's had the most discussion. And yeah. Nearly 5,000 votes as well, Jesus. And then after that is Evangelion versus Jujutsu Kaisen. That's the second most talked about. With just 3 comments off from Naruto versus Shumatsu no Valkyrie. And then One Piece versus Time I Got Reincarnated. Polls. These polls are huge. Obviously, this poll got big because YouTube recommended to every single person, which is your favorite god. So a lot of people were commenting random gods that weren't in Shuma Son of Valkyrie, because the question was targeted towards Shuma Son of Valkyrie, but YouTube recommended it to everyone, and people uh, were just randomly voting, and but the others were done right, because obviously Shuma Son of Valkyrie, and at that time my channel was huge, so people were commenting, were voting instantaneously. This one was recommended all over the place, manga or anime. That nearly 9,000 votes. But everything else is tournaments. Tournaments have been doing extremely well with the amount of votes and the amount of attention that it's gotten. YouTube has promoted them a lot outside of my community. Because a normal poll that doesn't have Shuma Son of Valkyrie in it gets around 1,200 and like around this type of votes into them. So anything higher than that means that YouTube is recommending it to outside my channel. So every single poll from this tournament has been recommended way outside of my channel. Way outside. To whatever community it recommends it to. I don't know how. I think it recommends it to based on the people who vote, and recommends it to people who have the similar tastes, or people who have heard of the manga names or have googled the manga names, anime names, whatever it is. I personally think it was overhyped a lot, yeah. I personally didn't enjoy season 1 as much. The animation was fun, but obviously the content in season 1 is the worst content from the whole series, from the whole manga. So I wasn't a huge fan of it to begin with. But I'm looking forward to watching the movie. That has one of the best arcs, and then season 2, which again has one of the best arcs. So like movie in season 2 is going to be fun to watch. After that, we start going downhill again. All the way down here. Because I don't know how many seasons Ufotable is going to plan to make out of Demon Slayer. I'm guessing they're going to go the slow route. I mean, the series is done, so they can take their time. And Ufotable don't take a lot of projects, so they can essentially focus on the projects that they have. And people hated the manga. From what I've seen, people hate the manga compared to this anime. People really talk badly about the manga, and that the anime is way better than the manga. I've never watched it already, so I feel sorry for sports series. That's the ones that I feel sorry about the most, to be honest. No sports series got a single victory out of the whole tournament. At least in the losers bracket, they may have a chance to progress, especially Slam Dunk. Slam Dunk, I think, has a chance to progress through the first round. I think Diamond Ace and Haikyuu won't even go past the first round. But I think Slam Dunk will go past the first round. Probably get taken down in the second round, but at least one sports series may be able to do something in this tournament. And it's only because it's facing against a series that... Which one is it facing against? Slam Dunk is going against Blame. So I think Slam Dunk will finally get... One of the sports series will finally get a victory in its belt before bowing out later on. What do you think will happen if Jojo went up against Shuma Son of Valkyrie? I think Jojo would win. Honestly, I think... I mean, I'm Yeah, there we go. I'm open to be surprised, but I do think that people are overblowing the fact that Shuma Valkyrie is going to win the tournament. I don't think Shuma Valkyrie is going to win the tournament, especially with the amount of contenders that it has. I think the worst thing that could have happened to Shuma Valkyrie is getting 9 points, dominating his group, because now it's against other series that dominated the group who are extremely great series. Like, it might reach quarterfinals, but I doubt it'll ever go past quarterfinals. Because, well, Shuma Valkyrie versus Bleach. Bleach will probably win, but things can happen. Shuma Valkyrie could win. So Shuma Valkyrie could progress. Shuma Valkyrie versus Chainsaw Man. Things can happen and Shuma Valkyrie may progress. Because Chainsaw Man is... well, they're the same popularity. And then, if Shuma Valkyrie is lucky enough to reach the quarterfinals, it'd be Chainsaw Man versus Dragon Ball. I mean, Shuma Valkyrie. If Shuma Valkyrie is lucky enough to go up against in the quarterfinals, or go up against Dragon Ball. No way Shuma Valkyrie is winning against Dragon Ball. I think the series that can easily stomp out Shuma Valkyrie, One Piece, One Punch Man, Attack on Titan, Berserk, JoJo, Hunter x Hunter, obviously Bleach and Dragon Ball and Death Note. I think these are the series. Who is Haikyuu up against? Haikyuu is up against Promised Neverland. I personally want Haikyuu to win, and I think it would win, but I won't be surprised if people vote for Promised Neverland just because it's a sports series, just because Haikyuu is a sports series, and Promised Neverland might go forward. But then again, Promised Neverland had a hugely shit ending, so Haikyuu may have a chance. Haikyuu may have a chance to progress as well with Slam Dunk. And if it progresses, it may even go into the quarterfinals. Yeah. And then it'll probably lose in the quarterfinals against Kingdom. Unless Kingdom loses against Seraph. Depends on how that goes. But I think Haikyuu has a chance to reach the quarterfinals. Hopefully, sports manga do well in the losers bracket. I'm more interested in the losers bracket than the winners bracket. Because there's a few things in the winners bracket that are going to be fairly obvious who the winner is. And there's a few things that will be interesting to see, especially the first round matchups. They're going to be interesting to see in the top right corner. But the losers bracket is the one that I'm more interested in. Is it Kingdom is very popular. One of the most popular series in my anime list. And one of the most selling manga. It's popular. It's just the people that it got recommended to. It's not always a guarantee that the people that the polls are recommended to, one, like Kingdom, or two, have read Kingdom. As unfortunate as it is, there's only so much. Like, I can't really moderate this specific tournament, and I don't really care about moderating it because it's not supposed to do anything. Like, nothing's coming out of this tournament at all other than just my enjoyment and a few people suffering who are extremely pissed about specific series not winning. That's the only thing that's coming out of this tournament. The next tournament after this, with manga only series, that will be something that, there is value of winning and reaching the brackets and doing well in the brackets. because of the actual things that they may win when it comes to like full edited, motioned videos out of them. As unfortunate as it is, the series that would have an anime announced won't be included. That has an anime coming out or about to be released. I mean, by the time this tournament is finished, Shumatsu no Valkyrie anime will come out. So Shumatsu no Valkyrie won't be included in the manga only poll for obvious reasons. Chainsaw Man won't be included in the manga only poll. Fire Punch will be there. Siren will be. Spy Family will be. Those are the series that come to my mind right now, of the series that have a manga but don't have an anime adaptation. There may be a few more. I don't think there are that many in this specific tournament, but there will be obviously a few more outside of this tournament that I can't think of right now. I'm gonna have to do research and find mangas that don't have anime. It's gonna be hard to find because I'd need. How many groups would I need? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. Oh, why am I going numbers? Let's just count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 groups maximum. But if I can't get 16 groups, because 16 groups is 64 series. If I can't get 64 series, then I'm fine with settling down with just 32 series. Go to high school? I think Go to high school may be able to do well, because Go to high school has the YouTube community polls, the votes essentially. So it'll do well just based on YouTube recommending it to people. I think Go to high school may have a chance to actually go way further ahead. Yeah, I'll probably reduce the teams to 30. I don't think I'll be able to find 64 manga that don't have an anime adaptation that are known of to be specifically as well. It has to be something that people know about as well. So I'll have to settle with just 32 series. It shortens the bracket and it shortens the groups as well. And it makes it more efficient as well. Like, instead of starting with the first round, we'll start with the round of 16 essentially. Where 16 series will go against each other, and then it will go down to the quarterfinals, go to semifinals, and then the finals. Most efficient way. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. And there won't be like, it was reach semifinals, get a chapter, reach finals, get a fight, reach championship. So a series would need 2 victories to finally get a reward. Boom. There we go. And I just thought of 2 other series that are manga that don't have adaptation. The Climber and 3 series. Forget 2. The Climber, Holy Land, and Innocent. So that's another 3 series that'll probably be introduced into the brackets. Let me make a note of this. Right. So Innocent, Holy Land, what are the Spy Family, what other series did I say? Oh, Blue Lock. There's another series that I said earlier. I forgot what I said earlier. Let's look through the tournament. Is there another series in here that doesn't have a... Oh, Siren. Oh, Fire Punch. And that's that for now. 7 series out of 32 already been decided. Other 32 I'm gonna have to research and think of. Innocent is great. I love Innocent. It has my favorite female character in it. My favorite character in fiction in general in it. I love Mary Samson. Sanson. Is it Sanson? I'm really bad with names. I love Mary. I'll just go with Mary. I'm really, really bad with names. But by the time that tournament starts, because I've lined up when the specific around the date where the brackets would start, and the tournaments will end around the time that I'm finished covering Siren. Like, I'm hoping that the tournament ends, and at the same time, also doing the new tournament. This tournament with the manga only. Oh, I think I've heard about that. I think it's gonna be a lot of research to find specific. Because I think what I'll go with, because obviously I want them to be around the same popularity. So I'll just go scroll through my anime list and find some series through there. I've got a friend who reads a lot of manga as well, so I might ask him for a few manga that don't have an adaptation. And we'll see how we go from there. There won't be as many voters, for obvious reasons, as a lot of these series will be just unknown series because of them not having an adaptation. But the voters, those little voters that will show up will have a huge impact on which gets the reward. I'm guessing the most we'll get is like 1,000 voters for each series. Maybe in the brackets, when we reach the brackets, especially in the group polls, when we get into the brackets, it might increase a little bit because it'll be cut down between small series and big series. So the bigger of these small series would reach the top 16, and then after that to top 8, and I think voters will increase for that one. Top 4, I think voters would increase for that one, and then the finale of the bracket, voters will definitely increase on that one. And it's the most important poll as well. Having a full arc fully motioned is basically having an anime done. And it's something that I don't know, like for release date purposes, I don't know when it'll be released kind of thing. Like it'll be another project that will be motioned on the side of with Promised Neverland and Berserk. Because obviously the main focuses will be first the series that win a chapter to be motioned. Those will be the ones that will be done first. After those are done, because there'll be a few winners of that. 4 series that win that. And then the fight winners will get, there you go, will get sorry, just give me a second. So there'll be 2 series that get a fight, fully motioned. So that'll be the second after the chapter stuff. And then after that is the full arc. Hopefully the arc that wins is going to be a short one. More likely than not, it's going to be like the first arc. The first arc will get an anime treatment. Well, not anime treatment, because it's motion comic treatment. Because I'm not up to that level where I'm colouring. But I plan to motion everything. I feel like if there was a tournament based on like ability character development stuff, then Johan Levitt would sweep the tournament. If people read the series, yeah. Depending on who he goes up against. I do want to make specifically like focused series polls. So your best character in Monster, your best character in this, so that it's, you know, it's fairly compromised to see people who are voting are people who enjoy the series rather than people who have a huge bias against one series because of their personal taste, which is fine. I'm not saying it's not fine, but just to make it fair for both sides. Because if it's, you know, Naruto versus a Naruto character versus a Monster character, the Naruto character would win, which would make the Monster fans character really salty and extremely emotional. So to make it as fair as possible, if I were to do a character tournament kind of thing, it'll be specifically focused into the series itself rather than you know, the a full range of different series. It'll basically be a popularity contest, popularity polls that Shueisha do every now and then. It'll be like that. It'll basically be that. But done a bit differently. Because rather than just people voting, because the way that you know, Shueisha does it is you get every single character and you just put your vote. YouTube has a limited amount of people I can put into the tournament, into a poll. So mine will have to be done in the tournament style way, but yeah, that will be interesting. I'm looking forward. Hopefully, I mean, as unfortunate as it is, Shumasan of Valkyrie. Shumasan of Valkyrie, what the fuck? Why did I say Shumasan of Valkyrie? As unfortunate as it is, this channel will probably get taken down when I start doing Hunter x Hunter. I don't know how long it'll stay up for, but it'll get taken down sooner or later after I start, because I'm doing latest chapters. It's been 3 years, so that might make it a bit safe on the safer zone. And since I'm fully motioning it, maybe Viz Media will be okay with it. I mean, they've been the publishers for Berserk have been completely fine with my videos. They haven't taken down them yet. They seem to be fine with normal motion videos and normal just still panel videos. And I'm doing fully motioned ones, so because that would put me over the line of fair use. I don't know if Viz would react the same way though. So I think Viz would take down the channel or Shueisha when I do Hunter x Hunter, however many chapters in, and then we go again. True. Boom, boom, boom. We'll have a lot of discussion, a lot of really fun discussions around specific characters. I wish Monster has a more recent anime, but I think it'll never get a remaster kind of thing. Because then it'll make it a bit more fair fight. People talking about it in a more respectable manner. The one thing that I'm 100% never doing is like Ichigo versus Naruto. Because even though it'll be based on a character perspective of which one is the better developed, better written and everything, people will always make it about power leveling. And then the toxic fan base will come out and it will be, oh, Ichigo will do this and Naruto would do this, and then it'll be just a discussion that I'd never want to see. So I'm just avoiding that specific poll. I'd rather have like specific characters go up against each other and people really discussing the characters. That's why I want to do it on a focused level, where it's focused on a specific series rather than a random one, because people will really have a discussion, because it's in their range, just the fans of the series discussing which they think is the better character and just talking. That will be interesting to see. A full-out just discussion, no fighting, because it's their own series. There'll probably be a few fights here and there, people who like a specific character way more than other, but majority of time should be civilized, because it's not against another series. There's no inferiority complex or anything of the sorts hindering anything. So it'll just be people just talking. I can't wait until I get into these specific polls. It's gonna be fun. It's going to be fun. Stuff like it's probably gonna be polls around characters that I personally enjoy. From series that I enjoy. So like Phantom Troop characters versus another Phantom Troop character, or Corolla versus Hisoka, which is the best character. Which is the best antagonist. It's already, I mean, the old anime is already perfect as it is, but people just don't know about it, unfortunately. And thank you, appreciate it. I've been looking for a bit more OSTs lately, so I've diversified my OSTs a little bit more recently. I have right now currently in my folder 4,100 OSTs. So hopefully by the end of this year I'll have 10,000 OSTs. And like mostly done with the 12,000 anime OSTs. And then we'll go into the 1990s anime and all the way back as far as I can, until I stop finding interesting OSTs, and then I'll go into JRPGs. JRPGs first, because their OSTs, obviously because they're Japanese RPG games, will sound very, very similar to anime. And then after JRPGs is just normal Japanese games. And then after normal Japanese games, it's just random games. Not 1,000, 4,000. I might have said 1,000, but 4,100. Boom. So yeah, hopefully I'll keep, diversifying on a regular basis. Because if I go in the same pace, if I go in a fast pace, right, and get like a ridiculous amount of OSTs every single day, then realistically I may be able to get 20,000 OSTs by the end of this year. But I do slow down and take my time and not like essentially overload myself with too many OSTs, just to take a break and enjoy the OSTs that I listen to, give them all a fair chance. But yeah, I think, I mean, at this rate, I plan to do this motion, like, you know, doing these specific videos for like 15 years or something. I don't, right now, currently, there's no plans to stop. I had plans to stop around a year ago, where I saw myself stopping soon because I saw no way to progress and like any further. But now that I have a clear path of progress, I don't see myself stopping for another 15 years unless something drastic happens. Something changes that forces me to stop. That's the only time that I stop. But like, I doubt I'd have any issues when it comes to like fair use, especially in the feature content. When it comes to series that I enjoy, they're all going to be motioned, so there won't be any issues in that specific aspect. When it comes to just anything of that, of any of that. If there was a tournament over which community is more toxic in anime, My Hero would be far above. My Hero or Attack on Titan is up there. Easily up there. One Piece is up there, Kimetsu no Yaiba is up there, Naruto is up there, Bleach is way up there. There's a lot of series that have hugely toxic fan bases, and it's mostly perspective-wise, because every series has a toxic fan base, but it's like increased tremendously based on the size of the series. So Naruto would have more toxic, you know, community than Shumatsu no Valkyrie because Naruto is more popular than Shumatsu no Valkyrie. Something like that. The only famous 90s anime are DBZ, Hakusho, Evangelion, and possibly Berserk. Yeah, unfortunate. And Dragon Ball, Evangelion, and Berserk are on a different level than Yu Yu Hakusho. Yu Yu Hakusho isn't as popular as those other three when it comes to anime. Oh. The ending is something that I dislike a lot because of the execution and specific plot points that don't make sense to what Isayama has wrote up. So I personally have problems with the ending itself. But the community for Attack on Titan has been toxic since day one, since season 1 released. Now, obviously, there's people who take it too far, harassing the mangaka and all of that extent. But people disliking the ending isn't far at all. People who say extremely toxic things about the ending and get personal with the mangaka is the line that is drawn where people need to chill a little bit. Because people were extremely toxic when Attack on Titan ended. When it comes to... I mean, the majority of people were fine, civilized, who disliked the ending. Majority of them were just disliked the ending. They weren't as toxic. They just had a lot of issues with it, and they rated it low, which is fine. But there was a very vocal minority that took it way too far with personal attacks to Isayama and all that. Because at least thankfully, Isayama has the majority of the Japanese fanbase, from the looks of it, from what I've seen here and there, majority of the Japanese fanbase are pleased with the ending. So that's all that matters, to be honest. Oh, hello, Peter. It's been a while. Pog, pog, pog. Oh yeah, Akira. Yeah, Akira is popular since, and it's still popular to this day because of its recent remaster, 4K remaster. That would have arisen his popularity a little bit even more, made it reach people's eyes a little bit. People who are fairly new to anime. Oh yeah, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, the old classics, the cartoons that people grew up with, easily still popular. And Detective Conan is fairly popular. I mean, in Japan it's extremely popular. Detective Conan in Japan is basically like CSI or NCIS or any of these police procedurals for Japan. So the West has these specific series that people grew up with, specifically CSI. CSI and Law and Order had insanely huge amount of people watching it in America, like 30 million people at one point watching it on TV in its release. And Detective Conan is like that type of series for Japan. People watch it in the morning and like a family show and everything, and the movie sales have been increasing with every single movie. And the latest movie looks like it'll be bigger than, again, more sales than the previous one. So this is going to be fun to see how Detective Conan grow even more. It's a series that, rather than decrease in growth and popularity, it'll but yeah, as I was saying, rather than man, what was I saying? Yeah, rather than decrease in popularity and sales and everything, Detective Conan has been increasing over the years, which is just tremendous to see from a manga that started in the 1990s. Because usually the trend is downward pointing, not upward pointing. Detective Conan became a household name, which I'm very happy about. It's 100% deserved. With yearly movies that do extremely well, I can't wait until the new movie Blu-rays are out so I can watch it. It's gonna be fun. 107. Oh yeah, Boruto is hated. I personally think it's rightfully hated when it comes to the quality of it. Although it might have increased now, I'd say this. I do plan to give it another shot just so I can obviously make a review on it whenever I start reviewing more. Yeah, it's been a really long time. Yeah, gotta keep editing. Pog. Oh, and this is the Let me just switch this so I can find it. Boom. This is the timetable, essentially. The clocking my work so I can see the progress. Today's been a fairly slow day, to be honest. Usually I try to aim for 8 hours. I'm only doing 6 hours and 45 minutes. I took a huge break, as you can see, 5-hour break. And I woke up late, so it's been a fairly slow day. Hopefully tomorrow I'll wake up at 4 a.m. And I'll again start at the same time. Because from 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. I'll apply for jobs. And then I'll be free from 12 p.m. till 2 p.m. Hopefully playing games, just relaxing, doing whatever I want for 2 hours. And then from 2 p.m. till 18 p.m. editing again. So I'm clocking 8 hours a day. Like that's the plan for how my time will be spent, so that I can efficiently do all these other series that I have, and having this time essentially to check my time that I've done in the week is going to be really helpful, so I can keep track of my work and be aware of if I did enough in that week or not. And if the week is slow, then I deviate and switch up attention and focus from one series to the next. I've been doing a lot of videos, thankfully. Like the amount of videos that I've done in these past 2 weeks, which is when this third year started, of making motion manga videos. There's been a decent amount of videos out. Give me 1 second. I look at the comments. I'm seeing the comments increasing. I just don't want to lose attention of this speech bubble. Honestly, the show Invincible seems to get a good fan base despite being popular. That's fantastic since it's a superhero comic based show. And it's more, yeah, I've never heard of it personally. I don't look at comics. I've only read a few web comics. Focused a lot on manga. Maybe when I'm caught up on every single plan to read manga, maybe I'll switch to comics after that. Search up Indian animated shows to lose. Maybe I'll look at it soon. I'll try to remember to do that after stream. What do you think of Young Defiant? I personally don't enjoy the extremely toxic trolling that he does. Personally, not my content. I prefer content for discussion purposes rather than just to troll. So I just avoid it for that specific reason. I mean, overall, I don't watch any manga channel to begin with anyway. Which is funny because I plan to do review and analysis videos. But yeah, I don't watch review manga, any videos like that. There's only a few channels that I enjoy watching. Them being Frederick, I can't say his name, who does Down the Rabbit Hole. JCS, which does Jim Can't Swim. Criminal psychology videos on interrogations and stuff like that. The Rat of Indian, who does videos focusing on a lot of the YouTuber channels, focusing on some of the things that they've done in the past and stuff like that. Specific drama or something that is worth documenting. What else? There's another channel probably that I'm forgetting. There's probably a few channels that I really enjoy that I'm forgetting currently. But these are like the main focuses, the type of content that I enjoy. A lot of them mainly like documentary on more actual events. Like The Right Opinion is documenting YouTube events that have happened in the past. Frederick something is documenting with his Down the Rabbit Holes just strange stories and strange phenomenon stories and just really interesting stories. And JCS is documenting interesting cases, criminology cases. So it's like a wide array of people documenting things is the main type of content that I enjoy. So that's like what I watch. I do watch like random stuff that I put in the background. Random Twitch streamer channels and stuff like that, just to have some noise in the background while I'm editing, but it's not like a channel that I particularly enjoy. And for like manga, I don't know if I even follow a manga/anime channel. Let me go over my or subscribe, not follow. Let me go over my my subscriptions, channels that I'm subscribed to. Do I follow anything related to anime/manga? I subscribe to Studio Taka and Yuki. I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. Yuki and Studio Taka are the only like manga/anime focused channels. Yeah, Frederick Knudsen. Yeah, I can't say his name. I think it's a German name. Um, but yeah, I only follow Yuki, who does motion manga videos, specifically geared towards like just short 5 minute videos, more like hugely amazing editing. Like it's the type of quality that I want to get to, but for like 24 minute videos. And Studio Taka, I think the majority of people know who Studio Taka is the studio that's doing Berserk Golden Age in an animating. Essentially, they're getting so many stuff right now that they can animate it rather than just motion it. It's my competitor, although not really. There's a lot of differences between the two projects. Maybe in a few years we'll be competitors. Oh yeah, definitely. Sherlock Holmes is great. Like, by a few years, my content should be able to compete against the first, like, should be able to get to the level, or maybe even better, than the first episode that was released by Studio Taka. That's like what I'm competing against right now. And then by that time, when I reach that specific level, the peak of what I can do with motioning, I'll switch up and start animating. And yeah. So I'm hoping like in 3 years. I'm hoping in 3 years. It may take a bit longer, maybe even quicker. But hopefully, I'll be able to start actually animating like in 4 years, 4 or 5 years. Where between the third and fourth year, it's just trying out to draw and everything, getting the hang of drawing. And then I can start filling in some sketched characters moving. And then by like the fifth year, it'll be actually animating some specific scenes. And then like by the 10th year, getting good enough at animating when I'm animating specific fights. And then by the 15th year, which will hopefully be around the same time that Berserk Project is done, I'll be good enough where I can fully animate and motion and color things as well. And at that point, if I ever reach that point, if I actually keep going, I can essentially pick up a project, a specific manga that people want animated, and I can animate it myself, fully just by myself, motioned, animated, all of that. Just me doing work. It'd be interesting. But rather, if it ever gets to that point, rather than doing episodes, it'd be like chapter, and then for much newer series rather than an old series, or old series that never got an adaptation, doing chapter by chapter until I have enough content to release an episode and then releasing episodes. Because at that point, it'll take way too long to animate something. But yeah, I gave you. Yeah, I look at it after the stream. I want to focus on this on Promised Neverland. I don't know how many panels I've done today, but I want to make sure that I've done 20, and then I can increase it every single day. I'll probably not stream tomorrow, so I can compare what an hour's work on stream, how many panels I'll do in an hour on stream versus how many hours I'll do off stream, and then you'll see. Yeah. I'll probably stream in like 2 days, and It'll be the first thing that I'll try to talk about, so that if you can't hop into the stream, you can look at the unlisted VOD and get your answer straight away. I wonder if you accomplish all this. I would wonder that I was the only one typing in the stream channel. Boom. There we go. And 28. I'll have to look at how many panels I've done, because I've got an hour and a half until I go to sleep. Today I'm gonna be late to bed like yesterday. Why did I switch it? Let's look at recycling bin. How many panels have I done so far? 16. I'll do 4 more. I want to do at least 20 panels a day for now. The pace is probably way quicker off stream, to be honest. So the stream in 2 days will probably be the last stream for a while. I'll probably switch it down to like a stream a week, just to show progress for the series. I won't talk about percentage progress until it moves significantly. So the last percentage progress of the series, I've never heard of Perfect Blue, but there's another one that's famous. I forgot his name. But yeah, I'll probably do the streams on a weekly basis rather than a daily one, because they're probably way faster, and the updates on percentage accomplishments will be fairly out of nowhere kind of thing. It won't be like a regular update. And the only thing that is certified right now is the fact that 1% of the project is done. Take that with a grain of salt. And then hopefully progress will continue to increase now that I have a timesheet where I clock the hours that are done for the day, as well as a specific goal. But yeah, there's another anime that is like nostalgic and everyone knows about. That's from the 90s. I forgot his name though. I never watched it personally. Main character is called Spike. I forgot his series name. But yeah, main character Spike. That series is a famous 90s anime movie. Anime. Blech. 90s movies, it's harder for me to guess because I don't watch movies to begin with, so I'm keeping it away from that. But 90s anime specifically, there is a few more anime that are still famous to this day. Yeah, Cowboy Bebop. That's an anime that's still famous to this day. Like, people grew up with Cowboy Bebop and people are still watching Cowboy Bebop. What do you think of Trash Taste Podcast? I personally don't watch it. I don't know much about it at all. So I've watched like a few clips here and there. No opinions. Pog, hello Ragnar. How you doing? 33. 34. 35. 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, and 41. Doraemon is so popular. Which one is Doraemon? Oh, this one. I've never watched it, never heard of it until someone mentioned it I think it was a Spanish channel that Spanish Twitter that showed up on my recommendation. That's the only time I've heard of it. Or Spanish Twitter that talked about it that I follow. Something Spanish I've seen on Twitter mention it, and that's how I know about it. Holy shit, that's old. That's old. Oh, another thing that I wanted to talk about. I completely forgot to mention this. For people who watched my latest One Punch Man video and saw this clip, I've got good news. Very, very good news, because it's 3D. This took a while to do for this like 6 seconds. Honestly, it didn't take as long as I thought it would, but it was still fun. Fun as fuck. Making the image 3D. I'm always like mind blown by how good it looks. And I want to do more of it. And I plan to do more of it. More focused. Obviously, I'm gonna it's something that I plan to use in the Berserk episodes as well as the Promised Neverland episodes whenever I can. Make a image 3D, so it pops out a little bit and it looks like a proper project. The motioning aspect enhances. But I plan to do some clips while I wait until I start with the Promised Neverland, of just random series. I get random panels from random series, and the first series that I'm going to be doing clips from is boom, Chainsaw Man. These are the panels that I'm going to be motioning, making 3D essentially. Maybe the first panel. I'm not sure about this one, because of the letters. I'll have to see if there's one that's cleaned out or something. But this is a maybe. But this one will be made into 3D. This one, which is 2 panels, will be merged together and made into 3D. Well, it's essentially 3D. This one will be made into 3D. This one maybe, probably not, but I just put it there because I like the panel. Probably not, because there's not much in the background at all. So this is probably not. This one will be made into 3D. This one as well may be made into 3D as well, although probably not. This one is not. Let's remove that one. Let's remove the ones that I can't. This one may be possible. I have to experiment with it. This one will be this specific one, more likely than not. Nothing in here. This one will be. This one will be as well. Hopefully I can get rid of the text. This one, 100%. It's going to be hard, but it's going to be worth it. And I'm going to try to do it as well. This one as well. This one, specifically. This one again. This one. This one. This one. I'll try this one as well. This one, another door panel. This panel, which is double panel, will be done as well. This panel will be made into 3D. Probably this panel will be made into 3D as well. This specific part of the panel. This one will be made into 3D, and this one as well. And this one, and this one, and this final panel. So overall, there are I've never read Toriko. 26 panels. Probably can get rid of something like this. 25 panels that I'm going to be making to 3D. It's a shonen series, so it's 15 plus. Shonen is 15 plus. Shonen 15 or 13 plus? I think it was 15 plus Shonen, wasn't it? I can't remember the age range of it. I think it might be 13 plus Shonen. What's Shonen? 12 and 18. Not even 15. Way off. 12, yes, 12 plus. Somehow. But yeah, after Chainsaw Man, I plan to do Berserk panels and just random panels of series that I enjoy. Make them 3D. Innocent, Climber, so on and so forth. Just a quick edit, and I'll probably put them out on Twitter. And maybe utilize the shorts function on YouTube as well. I'll obviously include an OST to it, and we'll see how that goes. Hopefully, like, I get good enough in the 3D aspect where the editing just gets insanely good, and hopefully people enjoy it as well. It's a bonus. Where it's a short clip that, you know, it takes a decent amount of time to make, and you know, it doesn't take too long and it doesn't take too short. It's just a decent amount of length. It takes between 30 minutes to an hour. It could be more, because I wasn't counting when I was doing it the first time. I was focusing on, you know, doing it. But it's around an hour to make that, you know, a 6-second clip of 6 to 10 second clip of whatever image 3D. So I'll try to do it as much as I can. Every now and then. It won't be like a daily thing. It'll probably be like a weekly thing. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Because the next video that I plan to focus on is I need to update my hours, how I work. Give me 1 second. This? No. This? Yeah. There. So I need to change this from 6 AM editing to 8 AM is when I start editing Siren until 9 AM. What do you think? I think Zero will win. And then Bleach will be edited from 9 till 11. And then from 11 till 12, it'd be edit Berserk. And then it's break time. And then from two, it's edit Berserk again until four, where it'll be edit fight video from 4 till 7 until 5, sorry, and then from 5 until 6 it is edit promised, and then it's do whatever, I don't know, and sleep. That will be like the new schedule, so that I can put out daily Siren videos, put out Bleach content, keep putting out consistent monthly Berserk videos, put out random fight videos, and put out Promised Neverland videos on a regular basis. Well, not put out Promised Neverland, but work on the Promised Neverland project. And there is also for people who haven't seen this yet, the 5 videos that I have planned. So I've done Garo vs Orochi. Garo vs Darkshine is what's being edited, what will be edited right now. After that, it's Shin vs Hoken, which is a kingdom fight. And then Elite Four, I don't know what the hell this is. A lot of people recommend stuff that's weird. They just put something random that I'm supposed to know about. I'm supposed to do the manga, I'm supposed to know what it means. I can't find Elite Four on Google. So this is probably just won't be done. Or will be delayed until I know what the Elite Four is. Rather than not being done. So this will be something that will be put on the back burner until whenever. And then it'll be Zelda's versus Mayo. And then Battle for the Moon, which is Soul Eater. Black Star versus Death the Kid. Soul Eater again. Soul Eater, I think. Final match against Sinnoh. Who? Alright, see ya, Diva. It was fun talking. Who? A lot of these are like, what? I'm gonna have to figure out. Thankfully, it's like a full matchup, so I can just Google it and hopefully I'll be able to find what series it's talking about. But yeah, you can see a wide range. Like Gohan versus Kefla. Shohaku versus Sano. That's Slam Dunk. Pog. That's soon as well. Like it's in the earlier place of it. Oh, and look, it's Haikyuu as well. More Haikyuu. More Dragon Ball, Yu-Gi-Oh! More One Punch Man, My Hero Academia. Jujutsu Kaisen. A lot of series, honestly. A lot of series. And there's few fights that are missing from this list that I haven't added in yet. I'll have to look for them and update this list with some of the fights. There's a lot. There is a lot. You probably get a fight. Most fights will be done. And it'll probably increase the more I do it. By the time I catch up, we'll probably have another 100-something fights with all the like this fight list increase is based on like a, you know, whenever I hit a milestone, a specific milestone, I ask for people to recommend specific fights that they enjoy for me to edit as a thank you. And that's why the list is so huge. And whenever the next channel, whatever the channel will be that will blow up, will probably have the same treatment as well. Although the channel that will have these fights will never blow up because it'll always get taken down. Due to the amount of huge fights included in there. Like the One Punch Man fights and so on and so forth. Like these are guaranteed to be taken down sooner or later. Like the latest Garo versus Orochi fight that I put up. 100% guaranteed to get taken down sooner or later. But that taken down aspect is one of the major reasons that motivated me to do Promised Neverland. Like release it on a weekly / all-in-one-go basis rather than, you know, releasing it on a monthly basis. Then releasing it on a weekly basis would help make it ensure that it stays on for as long as possible, because I think it won't be taken down for the first 3 months, which is all I need. All I need is for Viz to keep consistent with the fair use, aspect, because it'll be 100% fair use, right? It will be 120% fair use, and as long as Viz respects fair use and keeps away, then for at least 3 months, then I can at least finish the series. Before it gets taken down. Because at times I thought of releasing all the episodes in one go, but I know a lot of people don't prefer that. It works better with a weekly watch, and it gets treated better as a proper series and a weekly release rather than a one-time release. So there is that. It'll have a specific day of the week where it'll be released in. So it'll have a weekly schedule. It will be released as in seasonal anime in a specific season. Whatever season it'll be released in, it'll just have everything treated as an anime. So a proper opening, which would have a huge amount of focus into. Whenever the series is done, the promotional videos, so the original promotional video that announced the series, the trailer, the opening, and the ending will all be like high quality, and I'll spend a shit ton of time on them, despite them only being essentially on total, because the trailer will only be... How long are usual trailers for? Let's look at that. Let's look at how long anime trailers usually are. So let's think of a new series that came out. Think of any series. I can't think of any series. To Eternity. Trailer. How long was the trailer? 50 seconds to a minute. What else? Tokyo Ghoul trailer. Tokyo Ghoul. Tokyo Revengers. 1 minute and a half. What about Vivi trailer? 2 minutes. So it depends on how I go about it. I can make any length that I want, but it'll probably be in the 1 minute mark, closer to the 1 minute length trailer rather than a 2 minute trailer. So, and then obviously a minute and a half for opening, a minute and a half for ending. That's 4 minutes. And then a promotional video that's like 20 seconds long or something. What was Attack on Titan's promotional video? How long was that? Attack on Titan PV. The first ever PV, the actual first PV. Let's look through Anime Ponycon. "16 seconds. For the final season part 2, it was 16 seconds. So that's probably how long a promotional video will be for me. 16 to 30 seconds, and then a minute and a half or so. So let's just say 30 seconds for a PV, a minute and a half for trailer, and then a minute and a half each for ending and opening. That would overall make it a 5 minutes of that content that will be added in on top of the episodes. Hello, Production 360. So that's going to be, and it's like 5 minutes that's like insanely edited. Like usually how I take 1 month to edit a Berserk episode, the 5 minutes would take way more time than that. More time will be spent on that. A few months, because it'll be a proper opening, it'll be a proper ending, it'll be a proper trailer. Huge production will be put behind these 4 specific aspects, and thankfully it will be focused on by the time that production is done for this immersion season. And then boom. I don't know if I'm going to release it on the Studio Amaya's channel or make a new channel. Probably going to make a new channel and call it Promised Neverland. probably the safest bet, especially if I'm if Berserk is still ongoing in that channel, and I don't want it. I don't want the Promised Neverland project to hinder the Berserk one. The specific trailers will be put into the studio on my channel because they won't take down short videos, but the actual episodes will be on a different channel. So how many panels have we done now? "25 panels. That's good. That's it for today, though. I've streamed for 100 minutes, about 100 minutes. I'm really looking forward to how this goes for the next however many years it'll take to finish this project, and hopefully you lot will enjoy the progression of my editing style as well as the content whenever the release date is. You'll see improvements over on the continuously over on the Berserk episodes on the Studio Mice channel, and then those improvements will come together to make a great season of Promised Neverland that hopefully you all will enjoy, and hopefully the quality is up to standard, and I'll keep moving from there. And we'll see what Studio Amias will do after this project. Like at this point, Studio Amias will be huge when it comes to there. So the ongoing project right now is Berserk, which will be ongoing for a long period of time, and I'm obviously currently working soon to come in the future Promised Neverland, and with the manga tournament that's going to be starting in a few months, the winner of that tournament will also have a season done for them, probably on their first arcs. So there'll be like Studio Amias will have 3 series as like motioned: Berserk, Promised Neverland, and whatever series wins that manga tournaments that I plan to start soon. But yeah, that's just a lot of stuff. Looking forward to seeing how that goes in the future and the type of impact that it has on everything. Hopefully I can finish the manga tournaments for the focusing on the new manga series on a respectable time before this channel gets taken down for doing whenever I move on to the next series that I'll be doing. And hopefully you guys will enjoy that. And whatever series that wins, hopefully it deserves it, and hopefully you guys are all happy about it and to the content. 3 seasons that will be fully motioned at the same time will be insane, because that 3rd project will be added in at the same time that I'm doing Promised Neverland, and most likely than not, as you can see here, I'm sorry I can't read that. I'm English speaking only. But yeah, as you can see here, these are the time periods that I have. Like in a few months, this will probably change to this. Like just going over before I wrap everything up. This will change to probably Hunter x Hunter, and then Bleach still. Probably reducing the amount of hours that I'm spending on Bleach to 1 hour a day. Editing Berserk for 2 hours, and then editing Berserk for 1 hour. And then editing other project. Whatever motion project it is. Whatever manga that wins will be added into it and it will take away from the bleach time. The 2 hours on bleach that I spend will go down to 1, and that 1 will go to 5 videos. Sorry, into other project that I'll win. Looking forward to the way that the channel will progress. Because like during that period, an hour and a half before I sleep, I might add that another 30 minutes or an hour into whatever project, whether it be Promised Neverland or the other manga project that will be done, or Berserk. There's going to be a huge variation of seasons that I'll be doing, and the release dates will all be different because more likely than not, I think the way that I'll approach this specific other project is doing an AMV first. Not AMV, but how anime sometimes release a 20-minute episode just for, especially if the first arc is short, but essentially release just one episode, an OVA of sorts, not AMV, an OVA, to just showcase something at the end of the tournament, at least something, because the project would take ages to finish. So I want to release something and promise something else down the line in the future, and while I work on it on the future, and then after whatever how many years it'll take, that project will be released a bit after Promised Neverland. Like Promised Neverland will be released a season or 2 seasons after, or a year after the other project will be released. And then I can continue to change and pick up different series. And since Hunter x Hunter and whatever series continues that I continue to do to fill up this time slot will change on a regular basis. And I plan to do like a chapter basis, hopefully a chapter a week. So like, for example, after I do however many chapters of Hunter x Hunter from the end of the anime until what's currently going on, I can compose them together and make a 12 episode anime. Obviously, fix up some scenes here and there, spend a few months enhancing some scenes, and boom, put out a season. And then whatever happens next, Magi or Noragami or whatever, do that same thing again and again. Because these videos will be motioned. It'll be weekly motioned videos. And once I have enough, however long it takes, once enough content is out for a 12 episode season, I'll put out a 12 episode season. Really looking forward to that. It's going to be fun. And what I can do is take out the Corolla versus Sissoko fight from it being in the season and have it as a OVA on its own, so that people can enjoy it on its own, and I can put a full production into it. There's a lot of specific projects that I can pick up in the future. I'm not picking them up now. Because I don't want to overwhelm myself with too many things right now. I already have enough to do right now, and that will increase in like 3 months or so. Let's see exactly how long it'll take until it increases, right? Because I can tell you exactly when it'll increase. So this is the Saturn folder, and I'm currently, I just did 58, so I have from 59 all the way to 145. I have 87 days left. Probably going to be consistently daily uploads, so 3 months essentially, let's say. And whatever happens at the end of that specific period. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. It's going to be very, very fun. Looking forward to how that progresses and the results of that. And I think we'll do, for the tournament, I'll do my last talks of the tournament, right? I have a specific start date. It'll start around May 20th, probably a bit earlier, but it'll start around that period. And I don't know how long it'll take, especially the first round, because I'm obviously going to do 2 matches a day. There are 32 matches that will be ongoing, so it'll take 16 days. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 5th of June is probably how long this will be done for. And then from the June 05, sorry, 06, or no, 07, because I got to release the results in 06. From June 07 for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 until 15th of June. I don't need to put June. And then June 17th until the 21st, 4 days, 4 matches. And then June 23rd all the way until it's 2 matches, so 25th. Probably I'll put a day on each match, right? 23rd will be a match, 24th will be another match, so 24th. Because that's what I'm doing in here. I'm doing a day for each match. Because on June 26th, the finals, and then June 27th, the winner will be announced. I might change some dates here and there to maybe make it start in June and end in June, that kind of thing. Probably not, because of the amount of days that it'll take to cover. But I'll probably try to make it end in June, or have specific matches have more than just their share. Because in this one, first round are there's 2 matches done a day. But second round is a match a day. When you get to the second round, it's a match a day, and so on and so forth. Quarterfinals as well is a match a day. Semi-finals as well is a match a day, and so on and so forth. So yeah, this is going to be fun. The winner's going to be insane to see. Although these might be sped up, especially for the quarterfinals. Yeah, you know what? No, rather than it being focused on a day each, 17th, do one, 18th, do the next. So 18th, and then start it on the 20th, finish it literally on the 20th, or be done in the same day. You know, I can split days up, and June 22nd is when the results will be announced. 23rd, I mean. June 23rd is when the results will be announced. So that I can start the losers bracket on June 24th? No, 5th. Holy shit. 25th. And it will take as many days as this one, which is 16 days. So June 25th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, until the 10th. And then of July. And then July 11th until 1, 2, 3, 4, 15th. Wait, no. Till 14th. I might have messed up the dates in here. Yeah, this one is way too long. Until 10th. Until 13th. And 15th until 16th. And then 18th. So 19th will be announced. 20th something else, and then 21st is when it starts. There we go. Cleaned up a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whoops. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 until the 6th of July. That's better. And next one will start on the 8th of July, all the way up until 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. So 11th. And then on the 13th of July, all the way until the 14th, and then 16th of July until the 17th, and then 19th of July, and then 20th of July is when the results for the losers will be announced. And after that, the other tournament will start. So in 2 months, the other tournament will start. And hopefully it will take a month to finish, since the brackets will be done fairly quickly. Unlike the first one had 6 matches to each group. There were 16 groups. This one will probably only consist of 8 groups with 4 matches each. So each match will be done 2 matches a day. So it'll take 16 days to do the matches, and it'll be done from the second round onwards. Which will take only 12 days. So it'll take a month to decide, and that will all consist into 3 months of work. It'll take a full month to decide which manga will be the winner in that tournament, and then when that's decided, a new series to add into the collection. I'd say the tournament after this one that's been ongoing for a while, is way more important than this one right now. This one right now was basically a trial run, fun series to see discussions. There's a few discussions that were made. Mostly it was just me reading people be salty and enjoying, just me with popcorn eating people who are extremely pissed that their series didn't win. That's pretty much what this tournament has been, just entertainment for me and anyone else who didn't put so much emotional value into this tournament. But it was good practice and good idea for the next tournament, which will have a huge value to it when it comes to that perspective, due to what the winners will receive. Which is, I've changed it up a little bit. So the next tournament, which will be done after this ongoing one, will be the ones who reach quarterfinals will get a chapter animated, which is essentially a 5 to 7 minute video. When I say animated, I mean motioned, the same way that Promised Neverland, Berserk, and so on other series are done. So obviously, due to that, there's a lot of series that get that, and not the quarterfinals, sorry, the semifinals. So there's going to be 4 series that get that, 4 chapters that will be motioned the same way as Berserk, Promised Neverland, and future videos. And then the ones that reach the finals will have a episode done. They'll have one episode, 20-minute video, 24-minute video. You essentially have a opening and an ending and a 20-minute worth of content into it. And the champion will have a full series, a 12 or 11 to 13 episode series, a 1 core series. Yeah, it's going to be fun. Rewards actually mean something for the next one. And I can put him up here. Right. Copy. Series competition. I'm gonna bracket because they win a series. And there won't be a first round. We'll go straight from the second round. Let's put like random name. doesn't get ticked. It doesn't get crossed if it. I'll have to figure out how to add the crossing, but yeah. At least the progress is forward. And boom. This will be the type of tournament. And I can put in here. Is it really not going to do it? What if I insert text? Is there text in here? I haven't used Excel in a really long time. Text box. And insert it right here. Right. Rewards. And it'll just be so chapter, and then it's episode, and then it's 11 to 13 episode core pog. Semi-finalists will get that, finalists will get that, and champion will get that. Just bold it up, increase it a little bit, and boom, make it blue. Easy. This is gonna be interesting. I'm looking forward to this. I'm looking forward to this one. It's gonna take a bit longer to reach. It's gonna take a bit long to reach, a few months to reach. But it's going to be fun. It's going to be insanely fun. I think this is gonna have a bit more people who are very competitive about a specific series, because you'll get actually an actual reward from it. A specific fan base will get something from it if the fan base likes my type of content. So yeah, this will be interesting. Hopefully not as toxic, and hopefully people are like fair and everything. But that's unavoidable with a possibility of getting a motion. Like people will probably be slightly competitive to try to change the other side's votes or anything of that sort. At least no one can say, oh, stop voting because it has an anime, or no one can say, you know, well, popularity thing will probably be brought up, or genre thing will probably be brought up. But I mean, people always complain about specific biases, but you know, it's at least no one will say, oh, it's only like this because it has an anime and it's blown up in mainstream. At least that won't be present. But yeah, looking forward to that. Looking forward to how the results of the tournaments will look like. I'll start constructing the table right now off stream of the specific series that will be included. Well, not construct the table, have a list of all the series that will be included. Because the series that will be put into the brackets will be randomized on stream, obviously, to make it fair. People know. It will be randomized on stream. For everyone to know, essentially, and so that they can see how I reached, why specific series reached specific bracket tables. And yeah, hopefully you guys will enjoy the direction that the channel is taking, because I'm personally will be. See you guys next time, whenever that may be, in 2 years, or maybe 2 years, in 2 days, or maybe more. See you then. Peace. Thank you for watching.